Sorry, I'm chilling right now. Hmm. All right. All right, we about to get into it. Y'all already know. It's a collective reading, so take whatever resonate and leave the rest. I'm gonna shuffle these cards up, and then we gonna get into it. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Same. And one time for the one time. Y'all already know I'm gonna pull my cards first, then some tarot, and some telepathy oracle, then some lost girl made woman a high priestess, okay? The Backstreet Boys is on. I don't know the name of this song. It's Radio Sucks. It don't show you the name of the songs. It's so gay. But anyways, let's get into it. Spirit, please give me the messages for the collective. For the collective. We. Hold on. Any more? Any more? Any more messages? Any more spirit? These fell out first. All right, I'll take those. I'll take those. All righty. So we got medical lab technician. So collective, you could be a medical lab technician, or a situation could be involving a medical lab technician. This could be an Aries white woman who is this lab tech, or they could also be Spanish, Dominican, foreign mixed of some sort who is a lab technician, or this could have been women just working together who are medical lab technicians. And then we have receiving court documents. So, whoever these medical lab techs are, these women are that work in the medical field when it pertains to lab work, they could be receiving court documents in regards to a situation. Maybe it's something they have done that they shouldn't have done when it came to lab work. And they could be receiving court documents over this or because of this. Then we have waiting for you to come around. So someone could be waiting for you to come around. Maybe you're receiving some court documents in regards to whatever a medical lab technician has done, or multiple, like I said, women that works in a medical lab technician field has done. You could be receiving these court documents, so someone could be waiting for you to come around so that they can issue these court documents to you, collective. Maybe they don't have anywhere to actually send these court documents, so they could be waiting for you to come to a certain area, waiting for you to come around so that you can receive these court documents. So they may want to hand them to you in person because they don't know of a mailing address for you, collective, or they can know that you just don't have a medical I'm about to say a medical. They could just know that you don't have a mailing address at this time, collective. So you could not have an address at this time anywhere to receive mail. You could be homeless, you could be staying with someone else, whatever your living situation is. You do not have anywhere to receive mail. So someone is waiting for you to come around so you could get these court documents pertaining to these lab technicians that has done something. And it could have been against you, collective. And we have DoorDash. So you could work with DoorDash, collective. You could be a DoorDasher, or you could have recently received DoorDash. And we have webcam partner. So someone could be someone's webcam partner, maybe a webcam partner to someone that worked with DoorDash. If this is not you, collective, like I said, someone could work for DoorDash, but they can have a webcam partner. I don't know if this webcam partner could be one of these medical lab technicians, but maybe they work together with this person in order to do something in regards to lab work. Then we have Uber or Lyft. So someone could be taking a Uber or Lyft to meet up with this webcam partner. We have crooked law enforcement. So crooked law enforcement could be involved in whatever this situation is pertaining to these medical lab technicians and whatever these court documents are. There are law enforcement involved. And we have chose wrong. So these law officials or law enforcement could have chose wrong in a situation. Maybe they chose to be crooked and that was just the wrong choice, obviously. I mean, obviously, because now people are receiving court documents in regards to whatever this situation is. And we have getting scripts from a person who works at a pharmacy. So someone could have been getting scripts from someone that they know personally that works at a pharmacy. So these weren't scripts that was prescribed to them. They were getting them through a person that they know works for a pharmacy. Then we have getting fitted for a tux. So someone could be getting fitted for a tux. This could be someone who gets scripts from someone who works at a pharmacy. Then we have married couples. So yeah, someone could be married. They could have recently gotten married. Or if they're not married, there could just be married couple that's involved in this situation. Maybe one of these lab techs are married to a crooked law official of some sort. And I'm also getting, if someone is wanting to come in and marry you, collective, they could be getting fitted for a tux, but they could be coming in wanting to marry you because they know that they chose wrong in the situation, collective. So maybe they chose, if this is someone who works for DoorDash, they could have chose someone who they did webcam with. So this could be their webcam partner, or this could have been your webcam partner at one point in time, collective. Take it how it resonates. And we have making false reports at every job you get. So these people, this married couple, they could have been making false reports on you at every job you get. Maybe they didn't want you to have a job for whatever reason, but they could have been making false reports on you at every job you got. And we have Ohio. So this married couple could be in the state of Ohio, reside in Ohio, traveling to or from Ohio, but they could be in Ohio. And we have racetrack. So something could have happened at a racetrack. Someone could work at a racetrack. Or, like I said, something could have happened at a racetrack. There could have been a meetup of some sort. Or, like I said, someone could just work there, recently visited a racetrack. Or something could have happened at a racetrack in Ohio. Or someone that works at a racetrack in Ohio could have been a part of making these false reports at your jobs, collective. And we have waiting to exhale. So, collective, you could be waiting to exhale when it comes to a certain situation when dealing with these people. Maybe you know that there's a court case bound to happen or happening now. Maybe you want this situation to be over, so you're waiting to exhale once this situation is completed. Maybe once this court case is over with, in regards to these medical lab technicians, these crooked law enforcement, and whoever this webcam partner is. Like I said, this married couple. And then we have sitting in cars near you waiting for your next move. So people could be sitting in cars near you, collective, and they could be waiting on your next move. Maybe you are someone who is mysterious. They don't quite know what you're going to do next in the situation. Maybe they are waiting to see if you're going to go towards a certain area so that you can receive these court documents, whatever that is. So maybe they're sitting around in their cars near waiting to for you to make a move. Maybe they want to follow you or have you follow to wherever you go to see if you'll go to said place to receive these court documents. So they could be sitting in these cars near you waiting for your next move. And we have Scotty. The name Scotty could be significant. And we have quality time. So you may need quality time, collective, or you could be taking quality time at this time, or you could be spending quality time with someone, collective. The name Adam could be significant. Someone could have been doing blood magic against you, collective. Maybe Adam was doing blood magic on you, collective, but someone in the situation was doing blood magic. Also, they were doing death spells. So a lot of these people could have been doing blood magic and death spells, collective. Maybe they were sitting in their cars near you waiting to see if this blood magic and these death spells would actually work. They could have been doing this to you, collective, because of something they did in regards to lab work in the medical field. Maybe they did something with your lab results. Then we have corrupt officials dying as a form of karma. So there could be corrupt officials that had a hand in all of this, collective, and they could be dying at this time because that is their karma for being corrupt. That is their karma for having a hand in all of this. Maybe they were in on doing these death spells and it's returning to them because they are dying as a form of karma. So they wanted death for you, so they're getting death. And we have not into the name brand. So, collective, you could be someone who's not into name brands. You could wear a lot of off brand clothes. And then we have Annie. The name Annie could be significant. And we have bringing up old shit. So whoever Annie is, they'll be bringing up old shit in regards to someone who is not into name brands. Hey, yo, then we got abortion. So someone could have had an abortion. Maybe Annie is speaking about an abortion that someone had that's not into name brands. And this could be something old, collective. If you had an abortion and someone with the name Annie knew about this abortion, they could be bringing this up, bringing it up to someone or some people, just bringing it up for whatever reason. But this is old shit. So you could have had this abortion in the past, collective, whether months ago, years ago, whatsoever, and they could be bringing this up now, and it's already over. And we have a Leo male, so you could have had an abortion when it came to a Leo male that you could have got pregnant by. So this Leo male or whoever Annie is, they could be bringing this up to this Leo male. Maybe this Leo male didn't believe that you actually had this abortion. So Annie could be bringing this up to this person for whatever reason. Then we have oil change. So, collective, you may need to get an oil change, or you just recently got an oil change. And we have older sister. So, someone could be your older sister, collective, or you could be their older sister. We have physical therapist. So whoever this older sister is, maybe this is this Leo's older sister who's a physical therapist in the situation. But a physical therapist could be involved in all this, as well as a travel nurse. Maybe this older sister of this Leo male could be a physical therapist and they could travel to do this. Food truck as well. So this could just be all people that's involved in the situation, collective. So you got medical lab technicians that was involved. You got crooked law enforcement. You got Scotty. You got Annie. You got a Leo male, an older sister, a physical therapist, a travel nurse, a merchandiser, a food truck. So someone could be also getting a food truck. They may want to get a food truck, invest in a food truck, or you could have just recently ate from a food truck as well. Or this could just be a owner of a food truck that's involved in the situation. A married couple, and someone who chose wrong in this situation, who's a webcam partner of either yours or someone else's in the situation. Then we have holding back. So someone could be holding back from you right now, collective, or you could be holding back in regards to dealing with certain people, collective. Maybe because you know something is going on. Maybe you know this court case is going on. Maybe you're expecting for these people to receive court documents, or you're expecting to receive court documents. So you could be holding back at this time. You may need to hold back from certain people at this time, collective, until this court case is over. Then we got big gambler. So someone could be a big gambler. They could be holding back from you, collective. Whoever this big gambler is, they could gamble with life. They could just like to gamble in general when it comes to their finances. And we have refused to stop trying to unalive you. So these people could refuse to stop trying to unalive you. So they could still be working together as this group, as a group to try and unalive you in different ways, collective, put you in certain situations to try and have you unalive, want you to be jobless so that you could be unalive, because if you're jobless, you can't pay for anything, so I guess it will result into you being on the street. So I guess they feel as though if they could get you in that position, collective, they could unalive you, because they're refusing to stop trying to do this, collective, because of something in regards to court documents that they've been served or that they are going to be served. And we have divinely guided. So, collective, you could be someone who is divinely guided. You are being divinely guided right now in regards to this situation. So, they could be telling you what is going on. They could be divinely guiding you certain places or to do certain things at certain times, collective, but you're being guided at this time. And then we have taken the enemy's word. So someone could have took the enemy's word, whoever this is in a situation. This could be a big gambler that's holding back from you right now. They could be holding back, or they could have held back from you, collective, because they took the enemy's word. So they could have spoke with someone that's your enemy, and this enemy could have told them something about you, and they could have took their word for it, so they could have started holding back from you, collective, because they actually believe what this person said about you, whether if they knew they were your enemy or they didn't know. But however, they took the enemy word for it and held back from you. Then we have Mia. The name Mia could be significant. And we have aunt. Someone's aunt could be involved in this situation as well, or you could be an auntie, collective. Then we have a toxic Aquarius female. So there could be a toxic Aquarius female that's involved. This could be this aunt. So you could have an aunt that's a toxic Aquarius female, or this could just be another toxic Aquarius female. They could have been working with the aunt as well in regards to a situation. But whatever is going on in regards to everything that they've been doing, like I said, first card we have out here is a medical lab technician. So, like I said, this whole situation could be in regards to something that was done with lab work. So, there could have been something that was done corruptly when it comes to lab work. And people could have been trying to set you up for something, set you up to be in a certain situation. Like I said, they've been making false reports to at every job that you have. Like I said, maybe wanting you to lose this job, death spells, blood magic. So, whatever all this is for, this is obviously a big court case in regards to something that you are either receiving, excuse me, or something that someone has done that they shouldn't have when it comes to the medical field against you, collective. But now people are dying. Like we have corrupt officials dying as a form of karma. So people could be dying right now. And people could be receiving court documents, being subpoenaed, being served. But they could still be trying to unalive you. Maybe they refuse to stop because they don't want you to come to this court date, collective. They don't want you to receive these court documents. I said court dates. Ooh. They don't want you to receive these court documents, collective, so they could be refusing to stop trying to unalive you because maybe they want you gone before this court date comes up, collective. They don't want you to come to a said area in order to receive these documents because someone's waiting for you to come around, or someone could just be waiting for you to come around so they can try to unalive you, collective. So there is a need for you to hold back if you aren't already. One time para one time. Say, Spirit, please give me the messages. Welski. Welski, Yoski. Oh, wait. All right. So we have dreams in the upright Scorpio energy. So there could be a Scorpio that is involved, or collective. You could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio in your chart. But whoever this Scorpio is, or this could be you, you could be having multiple options in the situation, multiple choices, multiple possibilities, opportunities, picking and deciding, procrastination, choices, decisions, dreaming, fantasy, illusion, wishful thinking, imagination, hallucination. So, some of these people could be hallucinating right now. They could be dreaming right now. One to fantasize when it comes to getting what they want in regards to a situation, collective. There could be a Scorpio that's trying to make a decision, make a choice. This could be between different options, maybe how they want to come and do something or who they want to choose in regards to a situation, maybe who they want to believe in the situation. If this was someone who took the enemy's word, but whoever this Scorpio is in the situation, they could have multiple choices and they could be picking and deciding what they want to do, but they could have been procrastinating when it came to whatever this choice, this decision was. But they could be having wishful thinking in regards to something that they want to do or someone that they want or what so have you. Then we have the lovers in the reverse collective. This is Gemini energy. There could be a Gemini who's involved. They could have trust issues. They could be full of conflict. They could be disconnected and have a lack of sense of responsibility. So there could be a Gemini who's involved in all of this. Now, I don't know. This could have been a lover of yours, collective, that you are disconnected with. Maybe they feel disconnected to you, collective, and they could be trying to cause conflict because of this disconnection, but they could be lacking responsibility when it comes to taking responsibility, maybe in regards to why you guys are disconnected, not connecting with each other, collective. Then we have the King of Swords, and this is Libra energy. So there could be a Libra that's also involved. They could be discernment, calmness, honesty, integrity. They could be ethical, moral, and clinical and stern. So there could be a Libra in the situation. So maybe they're seeing the truth of the situation, like we have truth up top. They could be seeing the truth in the situation, the truth of why something happened, the truth of what's really going on behind the scenes, but they could be being intelligent when it comes to this, and they could be bringing light to whatever this situation is. So they could have been, I don't know if this is a judge of some short of I'm about to say short sort. I don't know if this is a judge of some sort, but they could be the ones who's bringing power and authority in the situation. They could be sending out these court documents, issuing out these court documents, collective. Maybe they were the ones that needed to make a decision in regards to a situation, a court case of some sort. But they could be using morals at this time and integrity. They could be being honest and seeing the honesty of the situation. And then we have return to one's root in the upright Scorpio energy as well. Like I said, this could be a Scorpio. You got Scorpio in your chart. You could be, you could have children, you could be dealing with children, or you could be dealing with childhood memories. Something could bring up childhood memories, remind you of childhood memories, past getting influence, longing, homesickness. So you'll be feeling homesick from wherever your childhood at, collective, a place where you had childhood memories. You could be nostalgia. You could want to have a reunion of some sort, or maybe there's a reunion back at home where you're from, collective. um there could be someone that's bringing a lot of playfulness. Like I said, you could be playing with their children if you have children, or you could just have a playful spirit. You could be very youthful even if you're up in age, collective. You could have some sort of innocence to you. You could have creativity. You could be someone who's kind and goodwill, collective, but you could be returning back to self, who you truly are, this playful person, this childlike person that's creative and kind and goodwill, or you could be returning back home somewhere that you're from if it's a reunion that is going on that you could have been invited to. And then we have death in the upright, also Scorpio energy. So damn, it's Scorpio heavily involved. Or you just got Scorpio highly aspected in your chart collective. There could be death in this situation, an ending, a renewal, or a change collective. There could be a change due to this court case collective, a change due to people receiving court documents in regards to a situation. You could be having a spiritual transformation, a new beginning after this court case is settled. You could or settling. It could be ending.